1 Timothy 16:12, it says we got to fight the good fight of faith. And oftentimes when we are trying to elevate to the next level, we don't look at our faith being the problem. We look at our circumstances, we look at the things around us, we look at our bank accounts. And if you ever notice inside of the Bible, every time there was a circumstance, Jesus would always tell the disciple that they had little faith. He'd always say, "Oh, ye of little faith." And, essentially the way I took that is that every problem is really just a faith problem. All right. It's really just a problem with our belief system, with our mindset, because, the Word of God says that we can do more than Jesus because he goes to the Father. You see, this is a whole new way of living. This is a whole new way of thinking. It's a whole new way of being. And until you can really understand, how to fight the good fight of faith, the enemy will always win. Okay? Even though the enemy has been defeated. Right? So right now, God might be calling you into a business or to a partnership or into a higher elevated way of living, but yet your faith is so small that it is not allowing you to make the transition. Okay, so I want to encourage you to fight the good fight of faith because, at the end of the day, everything has already been done. All right, it has already been won. When Jesus Christ was on the cross and he said, "It is finished," that means it is finished. It is done, right? Meaning that everything we need is already in our possession. But again, I'm going to keep pressing this into, us believers, is that we've got to learn how to use the keys to the kingdom, right? Because the keys to the kingdom is how we transfer everything that God has stored up for us inside of heavenly places to help us with our mandate, to help us with our purpose, our calling. And you see, a lot of the times the world tells you, go after your purpose or go after your what you want to do. Okay. But, you got to go after what God has purposed you to do. You have to go after what God has ordained you for, and you have to fight for it. Okay. You gotta literally fight for it. All right. And what I want you to understand is that most of the time in entrepreneurship, the battle is internal. Okay, the battle is internal because out of the heart, the issues of life occur. So it's not going to be external. It's going to be an internal battle that you have to fight, that you have to keep believing. You have to keep seeking the kingdom and keep praying for God to reveal how you can be strong, how you can rest in him so that he can do the work. You see, that was another revelation that I got. Once I understood that it's not me who does the work, it's Jesus. And because he goes to the Father, that I can do greater works than he did. Right? And from that point, I just let go of me trying to push things and let Jesus, just take over and kind of drive the ship. Now, again, that doesn't mean, when I say don't work, it doesn't mean like you don't take action. Right? Because according to your faith is what you're going to do. All right? And this is exactly why, the people in the wilderness starved. This is why they were asking for stuff, but they weren't taking no action. Right? And so that showed their faith. So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to communicate to you. We fight the good fight of faith. That is the battle. Nothing else. Everything else is just an appearance. And we got to keep fighting the good fight of faith to get to the next level. Hope you guys got some value. Talk to you soon. Peace.